god, that view is absolutely gorgeous. What is up, people? It is me, Monster58, and welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter World. Previously, we took on the Tobi-Kadachi as asked of us by the Chief Botanist. We also started the new mechanic of the botany, where we are able to grow crafting items, which is an extremely helpful mechanic that this game has to offer. And in this episode, we're going to be taking on the Anjanath as directed to us by the field team leader in the previous couple episodes. So very, very tough fight ahead of us. And so what do we need to do to prepare? Well, there's a couple things I'd like to do. First things first is I'd like to make some new Palico equipment. So we're going to go in here, and because it's the spring event, I have the ability to make this butterfly set, and we do have the necessary materials, and so we're going to go ahead and make this, so you can see it's it's adorable. But we're going to do that because paralysis is fantastic. As I told you guys, when it comes to any Palico weapon, you should be doing, generally speaking, paralysis or sleep. And since you don't have access to sleep, paralysis is the next best thing. Now, paralysis and sleep both have its, advantages and disadvantages. But either or, they're good in different situations. So, awesome. Got this going for us. It's a nice new set for our cute little Palico here. Look at him. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love the little rainbow goggles that they have, or that he has. So, the other thing I'd like to do is, the Anjanath, as I will talk about, is weak to water. And so when it comes to weapons, I do have this charge blade, but I would like to get a pair of dual blades made by Jiratotus. And so what we're going to do before we actually go on this quest is we are going to go and do a Jiratotus quest. I would like to do this. Also, I can show off how the botanist items grow in between quests. So we're going to go to the southwest camp here. Let's actually go to one player, do this, grab that. Alright, and with this, guys, I'm not going to show you me beating the piss out of Jiratotus, so I will see you guys at the end of that quest. Oh, and while we were preparing, this is a canteen upgrade for us. Like I told you, the canteen is upgraded several times throughout the main story of the game, and this is one of those upgrades. So very, very cool. Let's take a look, because guess what? There is a new canteen animation. Alright, so now, as you can see, the health now is up to 30, so very, very cool. Let's see what kind of animation we got this time. Alright, instead of just the fish, we do get a full chicken, which is awesome. Like, that's very cool. Alright, like I said, I'll see you guys at the end of this quest. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now all I need is an aqua sac, so hopefully we get one of those. Alrighty, aqua sac acquired. I'll see you guys at the workshop. Alrighty, back at the workshop. Let us go make some weapons. So, I believe if I go to 4, I think maybe it's upgrade. Do I have metal ones? Yes. So, let's see. No, we do need to make bone ones. Oh, great. So, to forge some equipment, let's get some weapons. Let's go to the dual blades. Let's make some bone ones. Gonna grab this, and then we'll do some upgrading here. Grab these new dual blades that we just got. We're gonna go up to these guys. And because we can't make this yet, we're gonna go ahead and make these. So yes, the reason I want dual blades is because being mobile in this fight is actually pretty, well, not super important, but definitely important to an extent, so would like to do that. The other thing I actually kind of want to do, and I'll even do this for you guys, is actually, let's go here, upgrade. I'm actually going to upgrade my armor just a little bit. So let's just increase this all by 1. So remember those armor spheres that we've been collecting. Those are very important here to upgrade your armor. The only reason I'm doing this is because this is, in my opinion, by far the best armor against the Anjanath, which is, of course, what we're going to be going up against as we've been teased for the past couple episodes. So we're going to do this. Grab that. I think this is a good upgrade for us. Do that. Alright, and that is our preparations for the equipment side of things. The one thing I'd also like to point out is we did edit the radio menu. So if we go here to manage items, and then we go to this radio menu, you can see I put null berries here and the mantle here. And then the last thing we'll do before we actually head out is speak to all of those question marks that want to speak to us. So, or question marks, exclamation points. Let's see what each of these people have to say. So, going here into the trade yard, we got a few. I believe the provisions manager's got something for us. Let's see what he's got. Hey, buddy, here. Your next assignment is to hunt a big brute in the ancient forest, eh? No better time than to stock up. New products in stock. Figured we'd be needing them. Want to have a look? What do you need? So, if you go here, you can take a look. I believe, yes, there is now some bait. There's a ton of different ammo. Yes, some very, very nice stuff. I actually think I'll even bring some barrel bombs here. Now, these become pretty important. I'm actually going to buy... I'm going to buy 10 of them. Yeah, we'll buy 10 of them. And I'll actually bring these guys along, because these actually, throughout the games, these usually become very important. So, buy some of those. Alright, I believe the botanist wants to speak to us. Oh, one of the botanists.
Let's get the letter.
The laid-back botanist. Oh my, it's finally sprouted, which means our ancient tree research can really start to flourish. I couldn't wait a moment. I set up a quest right away. Would you mind signing up for Prickly Predicament? We're trying to determine how we can increase the types of fruit and berries the tree produces, but we need lots of plant samples to do it. And you look like you need some relaxing botany work. Prickly Predicament. So we have to collect those cactuses, or the cacti, right? So very, very cool. So the other thing I wanted to show, botanical research. I just knew you'd come through. The thought of me being gobbled up spurred you to action, didn't it? What was it you needed again? So you can see we already have something in the harvest box, and I'm going to just go in and add some more fertilizer. So I'm going to add some more fungi harvest, and now more blue mushrooms will grow, which is very, very helpful. Now the quest line for the botanist is extremely important because, well, guess what? When it comes to the botanist, you're going to want to do that because it gives you access to more items crafting items that you can actually, or materials that you can use in the chief botanist's mechanic, as well as in addition to that, you can also and access to more slots, as I mentioned before. But yeah, I think that is really... I think there's one more person, yes, and it is the Meowster Chef, and we're going to head up that way anyway. So let's go and see what he has to say. I'm guessing he is going to give us another quest that will help us upgrade the ingredients in the canteen. I believe I actually know which quest that is as well, so let's go and see what he has to say. Meowskiller Chef. Since the crossing, working in the new world has gotten tougher than ever, and that means you need to get tougher. The old canteen was starting to look kind of canteeny, and in my house, we don't plateau, we make gains. So I did a little flexing, and now the canteen is bulked up with all kinds of new meals. Having more choices for your pre-hunt meal means you have more ways to flex on monsters. Win-win for everyone, except monsters. You're interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest getting yolked in the waste and we'll get that menu so beefy you can grill it. The canteen can't get yolked if I don't have that yolk. Go get my protein. So yeah, we will be completing the side quest that we got today in the next episode. Today I'd like to just focus on defeating the Anjanath today. So let's go with that Chef's Choice platter and let's head out and fight this Anjanath. The other thing, I'm going to go here. We are going to go to manage items. I'm actually going to, we're going to save item. No, don't override the radio menu loadout. And we'll go talk to the handler. Oh, whoops, field team leader. My apologies. I'm stupid. I put the field team leader in charge of Asteria's defenses up. I thought it would just auto-talk to him. Hey, welcome back. We've almost finished securing base. Only one thing left to do. That's right, your old buddy Anjanath. Before we attempt to capture Zora Magdaros, we need to hunt that Anjanath down. Can't have it interfering. It's one tough adversary, so stay on your toes. Oh, I forget. The chef said he'd start putting more protein in your pre-hunt meals, whatever that means. Said it should help with your hunts. Either way, drop by the canteen later and find out yourself. Anyway, a powerful monster like Anjanath won't be easy to take down. Remember everything you've learned. This objective is urgent, meaning it should be your top priority. Use everything at your disposal and hit that brute with all you've got.
Okay, time to wrap up defending the base.
I see you've gotten your hands on some specialized tools. Different specialized tools will help you out in different ways when you use them on quests. Just don't forget how to equip them. You manage them in your equipment box just like all your other gear. Once you're out on the quest, you can use the specialized tools the same way as items. For now, the equipment that you've got is all we've managed to complete, but more supposedly coming down the line. Exciting, huh? Yeah, so as you'll see, we'll start to increase the different types of equipment we can make throughout the game. Obviously, as we progress, the higher rarity, the weapons that we can get. I don't know why I went to the workshop. Higher rarity the weapons we can get, higher rarity the armors we can get. So very, very important stuff that will come in due time. So now we can speak to the handler. Alright, partner, the last step to securing is serious defenses. It's time to take out that troublemaker, Anjanath. While it's one nasty monster, I'm sure you'll be okay. I mean, it looks like a giant ball of cotton candy with sharp teeth. Alrighty, here we go, folks. Signed, the encroaching Anjanath. Alrighty, folks. I definitely recommend go to the northeast or northwest camp because that is where it's the camp closer to where Anjanath will spawn. Alrighty, before we get going.
To secure the base by taking out that encroaching Anjanath. Use everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the New World.
Going to go for that. We're also going to get some Mega Nutrients. Definitely keep these on yourself. To craft Mega Nutrients, just add honey to nutrients. Very similar to how you craft Mega Potions. We're going to actually grab the Slinger here. We're definitely going to need it. Grab some herbs. Looks like we got some Anjanath footprints already. And as you can see, yes, I've technically run into Anjanath before in the other quests. You guys have noticed him in the background on several occasions. Excuse me. My computer just had an absolute... Wow, that was awful. So, give me one sec, guys. I will be back. The recording completely screwed up. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. I guess, unfortunately, I think my GPU got a little too hot there and ended up completely screwing up my computer for a couple seconds. But, we're back and we're ready to roll. So, let's keep it going. So, we did get some mucus, and I'll actually explain that. It's kind of some interesting lore behind the Anjanath. So... More footprints, flame nut here. No, it's not that way. I know exactly which way we're supposed to go. Honey, Anjanath mucus, more here. We're going to just get this because getting the research points are extremely important. So we're going to do this. Wee! 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 Let's see what else we got. I'm going to walk down this way. Over here. Hey folks, enter into the Anjanath, the pink, furry T-Rex that breathes fire. Funny little fact is I believe that archaeologists actually genuinely believe that T-Rexes could have had, if not genuinely had fur on their backs, which is why this guy is furry. But regardless, let's talk about it in Monster Hunter. Anjanath is no joke. This guy is what I would call the first quote-unquote roadblock monster, meaning people can get very easily stuck on this guy first time around, especially if it's your first time playing Monster Hunter, period. He's a significant difficulty spike from the other monsters we've been fighting. He's weak to water, so the Gyarados weapons work here, so if you made a Gyarados weapon, definitely bring that here. He's neutral to thunder and ice, resists dragon, and is immune to fire. You can cut the tail off, which I do highly recommend, and the head is also breakable. Just cutting the tail off removes the range of his tail attacks when he does use those. Attack his legs enough, and you can trip him, although you won't do much damage until the legs are scarred, so be sure to tenderize them if you're going to go for those. You might see me do that or not do that. It just depends on how well I'm playing today. Use every advantage you can. Mount him and use the environment, so trap him in vines, use falling rocks, which I'll see if I can show those off. He really teaches you how to use every advantage you can to hunt, and essentially this is a monster that is a checkpoint for whether you're starting to really grasp and understand how the gameplay of Monster Hunter works, and so this guy's one of those monsters that definitely tests your mettle. Remember, hunt also means capture, not just kill, so you can just capture this guy if you don't want to kill him. He hits very hard for this point in the game. You guys saw I got very surprised when Tobi-Kadachi fainted me. This guy hits even harder than Toby, and I mean much harder than Toby. He's also a lot faster than you may expect because of his size. He's just very big. So when he steps and he moves around, he takes a lot of room when he does that. He has a lot of long-reaching attacks, jumping attacks, and attacks that drag for a while with big hitboxes. If he knocks you down, he can chew you in his mouth and spit you out, so it puts you in a position to be hit, essentially like this little cutscene-like animation, and essentially you get put in this crawl animation on the ground, and this usually happens when you're attacking his feet a lot. So be careful with that. When he gets into rage mode, he also breathes fire, as I mentioned. Essentially, you'll notice when he's in rage mode, when his neck lights up red, his nose will open, and the wings on his back will also be open. When he releases his fire breath, usually once per rage mode, it can definitely one-shot, if not outright one-shot you. It's going to almost one-shot or one-shot you permanently. Happens very suddenly, very little warning. He'll essentially hunch down on his back, put his neck and mouth close to the ground in a very quick animation, and just unload. And so when it comes to that, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Once he is in that mode, just be very aware. He'll also like to snort out, and also his biting attacks when he has his rage mode on will also catch you on fire. Roll dodge 3 times to get rid of fire. Roll dodge once in water, or use a null berry. At the end of the day, the name of the game is be patient and don't get overzealous. Don't, run in with no strategy or, arm swinging with, just trying to hit him over and over again. This guy will punish you, and he'll punish you hard. Good luck, hunters. This is the first roadblock monster. Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Anjanath. So it is time to take on the first roadblock monster of the game. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to send him into the wall, hopefully. Why? My input was so... Alright. So you see this rock here? Let's lead him under here, and we can do this. If you shoot the rock, very luckily you can do that. Alright, going in on him. Let's go. So definitely take advantage of this while he's knocked down. Absolutely wreck him here. Do one of these as well. Those and those. He's gonna get angry here. Yep, he's very angry. I'm gonna actually try and tenderize some of the legs here. We have the chance to, or not. I'm gonna get the chance to. There's wedge beetle. Ow, ow. There's wedge beetles here, so I definitely recommend you take advantage of those. Got him. Nice. All right, I'm actually gonna go for the tail here. Oh no 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 no! Well, there goes all my stamina. Well, it should be okay. I fought this guy so many freaking times. Watch me screw up even though I guarantee you I fought probably like 60 or 70 of these guys. Brace there. Okay, we're okay. We are okay. We are okay, folks. So he is in his rage mode but not breathing fire. So this will take some time. I know I said once per rage mode usually, but it's not every single time. That's not a guarantee. It's just very close. So I'm gonna do this. Nice. Okay. It's cool. You can I please? Oh, whoops, where's the... There it is. My bad. There we go. Nice to meet you than we need to do here. But yeah, I'm going to do this. Grab some more footprints here. Nice, interesting lore about the Anjanath. The reason it has wings is because it uses it to cool off. And then in addition to that, the way that this thing breathes fire is it ignites the mucus that it spits out. So there's definite, like, actual lore to this. Looks like we got some old scales here for something as well. Looks like another monster in the area. Alright, jump up here. Some old gashes. I'm going to grab these as well, because these are actually very good research to get. Research points. Come up here. Shoot in the face. Is he still in rage mode? Now he's in... Ow! Uh-oh, he's going to jump. He's going to jump. Okay. That's what I'm saying, those jumping attacks, that's one of those jumping attacks. Alright, come here, buddy. Actually, it's actually better, I think, to fight him down here. There's more places to wallbang. So come down here. Nice. One more. I know this is going to get him enraged even faster, but I really do not care. Let's see if we can cut that tail off. He's gonna get mad here. This. Gonna see if I can tenderize his legs. Nope. We do get a bomb pods though.
That's a bomb pod. Paladin has a slimmer motive to do some serious damage.
Alright, I didn't bother to mention this because I didn't know if that was gonna happen in this fight. There is another monster above us that I can take advantage of in this fight. I definitely recommend you do as well. Welcome to the Rathalos. This is a monster we have not yet to fight, but I'm going to do it now because guess what? These two get into a turf war. And it so happens to be that one of the only monsters that is able to beat Anjanath in a turf war, straight up, is going to be Rathalos here. So take advantage of this. It's going to do about 1,000 or so damage, I think. I don't know how this early. 700, but that's still a lot of damage for us. So definitely take advantage of that, hunters. This is very important. Also, be careful. Now Rathalos is going to be mad at us, so... Yep. Okay. So I think Anjanath is going away. A Rathalos material, Anjanath material. Is Anjanath running away? He is. Good. What we're gonna do here is because Rathalos is gonna be angry at us. I'm actually going to flash bot this thing and run away. Or not. Okay. Now time to run away so we can focus on Anjanath. I know I didn't sharpen, but I just need to get away from Rathalos here. Alright. There, now his neck is glowing red, as you can see right there, right? You can see his neck is glowing red. That means you gotta watch out for his fire. Oh, nice. I cut his tail off. Very good, very good, very good, very good. And... Alright, I'm actually gonna heal because I don't want to get one shot by his fire breath if he shoots it. Oh, I gotta unequip those flags. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Now you understand how Anjanath uses his fire breath. One more. One more. I really don't care. Nice, nice. Okay. Now his face is all tenderized. I can go in for it. I completely missed. Completely whiffed. See if we can get some sliding attacks. That's another reason I think dual blades are good here, is because you can very much... Oh wow, he's already limping, really. Alright, so I guess we did a number on them, folks. Very, very cool. Alright, let's do this whetstone here, get our weapons sharpened. Now, the one attack you might have seen him doing, I'll put it on screen again. I think I was too into the fight to point it out. Actually, let's go carve the tail. I'm an idiot. Let's go carve the tail. The one thing he does is he'll, like, essentially drag his whole entire face across the entire frickin', like, ground. And that attack lasts a long time. And I mean a very long time. The other thing I will recommend here is that we're going to be capturing Zora Magdaros. And in indicative of how Zora Magdaros is as a creature. I mean, you guys can sort of already understand he's made of lava, right? He's a freaking volcano. Anjanath's armor, being a fire-based monster, is extremely good to make before doing that Zora Magdaros. Oh, that was juicy. Before doing that Zora Magdaros mission. So, ow. Hey, hey, hey. Leave me alone. I know he doesn't want to, but... Man, it's weird. That head attack is also has a lot of... Of course. Why you gotta do this, Rathalos? I ain't trying to... We are nowhere near ready to fight Rathalos yet, so let's just run away and run away and run away. Tenderizing Anjanath's legs, unfortunately, is difficult unless you have a really, really sharp weapon. I still can recommend you do it, like I mentioned in the voiceover, but it's not easy. There we go. There's leg tenderized. So those little kicks he does will also do damage, although they don't have any major knockback. They will do chip damage though, so be wary of that. Oh, that was juicy. Hell yeah. Nice, and you see, like I showed you, Jagras, you freaking idiots. But yes, you can see that attacking his legs very frequently will allow him to trip, and that's with every monster, but in particular the Brute Wyverns are very susceptible to this. Do this. Into the wall, you idiot. Oh, let's go! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anjanath is Bobeezy. I have no idea what that means.
Towards capturing Zora Magdaros.
Yes, we can. So finally, our Anjanath has been taken care of. Very, very nice. I'm very happy that we were able to take this guy down with relative ease. Now, again, this won't be as easy for, you guys, and I definitely understand that. So I really hope you're able to take my tips into heart, because Anjanath, again, is that first roadblock monster in the entire game, in my opinion. So, very, very cool monster. I think it's my favorite other monster in the game next to another one. That's probably number 2. I just love T-Rexes, and I think it's really, really a very interesting way to do a monster. I just like the lore behind his mucus and his wings. Like, oh, like, why does he have wings? It actually makes sense when you really think about it. Very, very cool stuff. Anjanath, out of the way. The other reason I recommend you make the Barroth armor, by the way, is because it has a lot of fire resistance. I believe, excuse me, hiccups. Out of any armor set that we currently have access to, the Barroth armor has the highest fire resistance possible. So, in between episodes, you'll definitely see me do this. I will point this out right now. I will be getting the Anjanath armor set before we even get into next episode. So, I don't want to do that on screen, but I will record it. It's just, you'll just see a compilation of me, going through and doing it. So.
Gather round, people. We have much to discuss. All our preparations are complete, and I have all of you to thank for working double time to make it happen. I'm especially impressed with the 5th for hunting the Anjanath despite being new here. That's one less misery standing between us and capturing Zora Magdaros. Well done. When will Zora reach the Great Ravine?
Precisely at daybreak.
Good. Let's run through the operation one last time, then. Our hunters will rendezvous on site. Once the beast appears, the operation will commence. We've built 2 barriers in the target's path. Your objective is to stop it at the first barrier, initially wearing it down with cannon and ballista fire, then restrain it with binders. However, there is a chance it will break through. If so, we'll initiate the mounting phase of the operation. During this phase, we'll attempt to weaken it further, so that we'll have a better chance of restraining it at the second barrier. Make sure you hammer it as much as possible with cannons and ballista. They're there for a reason.
Affirmative, sir.
Technicians, make sure you do a final check on the equipment before we begin.
Yes, sir.
Quartermasters, conduct an inventory on our supplies. Researchers, proceed to the Great Ravine with your escort as soon as you're ready. We can't bring our quarry back to base, so take what you need and be prepared to conduct your research on site.
Don't worry, Commander.
Everything will be in order.
Keep your ears open during the operation. I'll be giving orders as the situation unfolds. May the Sapphire Star light your way. Dismissed.
Wow, the big moment is finally here. I'm shaking up a storm here. How about you?
Alrighty, folks, and so our next objective is obviously going to be capturing Zorah Magdaros, but like I mentioned, I'm going to be in between episodes, off-screen, grabbing the Anjanath armor, as well as seeing what other weapons I might be able to make. If nothing, then I'll probably just stick with the dual blades from the Gyrototus that we currently have, but definitely going to be grabbing that Anjanath armor, because that armor is a big step up. So I'll go ahead and actually show it to you guys right now, since we're here, and we just killed the Anjanath. It's actually very cool looking armor. It was one of the armor sets that really started to make me love this game when I first started playing it way back in 2018. So let's go over here. I'm going to go in here and talk to the Fleet Master, or the second Fleet Master. So let's go to Forge Equipment and go to Armor. So you do have a very, so actually this is cool. This is very cute. This is the spring event armor, which looks very cool, but we're not going to build that. Here is the Anjanath armor. Looks very neat. I really do like it. It's very cool. It has a little bit of the fur. You have this sort of very Knights of the Round Table look on this armor, and very, very cool. You also have some cool weapons. Let's see if I can point those out. Let's go to Upgrade, and let's go to Greatsword, because it is a very cool looking Greatsword. Yeah, look at that. The flames on. It's not really a good weapon at the end of the day, but it is a very cool one. I used it on my first playthrough. I still, you know, at the end of the day, I'll still recommend you build it at some point if you want to have a cool looking weapon. It looks like Anjanath's jaw, which is really cool. But yeah, it's other than that, it's not really the best, because the sharpness on this is particularly kind of crap. And you'll notice that with the Anjanath weapons in general, it has kind of crap sharpness overall. But with that out of the way, we definitely made a new weapon, we upgraded our armor a fair bit, and we also took on the Anjanath and opened up some side quests to do before we end up capturing Zorah Magdaros. And so, with all those objectives laid out for us, in the next episode we are going to be tackling those couple side quests that we got, as well as capturing Zorah Magdaros, or at least attempting to do so. So let's see what happens there. So I think that is it for this episode. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked down in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives.